Hi everyone, and welcome back to Purpose to Love. My name is Randy, and today I just want to do a quick check-in with you guys, see how you guys are doing. I want to give you a few things to think about as you guys are preparing for possibly the new school year, for you and your students, or you and your children, or both, for this next wave of COVID, whatever that looks like. So just a few things to check in with yourselves about, just to make sure that you're prepared. All right, let's get started. So the first thing that I want you to think about is, are you fueling your body? Are you giving your body the proper fuel, food, nutrients that you need in order to do what you have to do, right? That's easy. That's a given, right? But are you drinking enough water? Are you eating the right foods? Are you getting enough sleep? I think that, again, I think I've talked about this before. We don't think about it, during the season of COVID, like you get kind of stuck in like a muddy, foggy brain. And I think, everyone's routine is off and you start eating a little bit differently, maybe not the best. You're not drinking as much water. You're home, you're not really fueling your body. So that's the first thing I would have you think about. Are you fueling your body? Are you giving your body the proper things that it needs to get through the day? I know during this interesting season, I have, I was doing really well at first, eating really healthy, and then I kind of, went downhill. And I'm kind of coming back up, but, it's a little bit of a roller coaster. But I think it's really important that we kind of get back into this mind frame, especially as a lot of you are getting and preparing to go back into school. Are you putting the nutrients and the good things in your body that you need to get the strength and the energy for the new school year? That would be number one. So number two is this. Are you preparing or are you perseverating? So easy to perseverate and think about what's next and obsess over those thoughts, especially if you're like a teacher and you're, or a parent and you're preparing for the next school year, right? For example, and you're trying to get all your lessons done, you're trying to prepare all the paperwork, you're trying to organize the schedules. It's, I think, a fine line between preparing and perseverating and obsessing over what needs to be done. Preparation is just like writing your list of things that need to get done, organizing your thoughts, checking those things off as you go, and having peace about what it is that you are actually doing. Perseverating is knowing you have to do all these things and then obsessing about the things that you have to do. You can't sleep, you're overwhelmed, it's taking over your thoughts day and night. And so I hope that you would just take a few moments to think, am I preparing or am I perseverating over this? And just take deep breaths and prepare yourself as best you can. It's easier said than done, but just something to be mindful about. So that's number two. So number three, can you find one good thing that happened in your day? Doesn't matter what it is, your child was happy, someone smiled at you, you got a compliment, a friend or a loved one, called you just to say hello, whatever it is, can you find one small, simple thing that's good in a day? I think between now and when school starts, or when you go back to work and into the office or whatever it is, there's anxiety that builds up, frustration starts to build, and you get edgy, maybe testy, and so if you can find just one thing to kind of anchor you in the day, something positive, it's something I have practiced and I try to continue to practice. And, of course, days happen. Sometimes we have challenging days, but if we can find one good thing that happened in that day, I believe it really does help to shift and change your perspective just a little bit, just to prepare you for what's coming next. So that would be number three. So my fourth and my final thing to keep in mind as you're preparing for going back to school or work or both amidst the COVID-ness, is this. Are you, or what have you done today as an act of kindness for someone else? I think not only is it important to think of that one positive thing that happened in your day, because that does help to shift your mindset and perspective, but also physically, what are you doing for someone else? I think that also adds to our shift in our perspective and our mindset in how we see things and how we perceive things when we can actually physically do something kind for someone else. What seed are you sowing? What act of kindness are you sowing into someone else's life? So those are just some thoughts, some things to keep in mind that might help you prepare yourself and get ready for the new school year, for work, whatever you're doing, or even just maintaining your daily life right now, whatever it is that you're going through. So I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any other tips or suggestions on how we can prepare ourselves for the new school year or work or both, whatever it is, please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and you get all my notifications of when I post. So that is all I have for today. Thank you so much, and remember, you are purposed to love, and I will see you next week. Bye.